Morning of day two. Good morning here from Leeds, outside the Headingley Cricket Ground. Gargi and I once again back. What an incredible day for India. Let's start with the weather. People are asking left, right, center. Give people the weather.
I don't need to say anything. Swapnil, 1 second, let us show the weather and then you can play the visuals. The weather, it cannot get more pleasant than this. It's going to start off on a very good note. The sun is out. There are some clouds here and there. Yesterday it was spotless. Today, of course, there is prediction for rain after in the afternoon. Post one, I think 1 p.m.
From around 1 p.m.
Yeah, there's an 80% chance of precipitation. But before that, you've got still got time to have a good batting session, two good batting sessions, and that's all you need. Take India over that 500 run mark. Rishabh Pant, Shubman Gill, the captain, vice captain, have the responsibility. The weight is on their shoulders now to put a good score on that scoreboard, and then don't bat twice, bat once.
Absolutely correct. Just to sum up what she said in terms of the weather, give you a little bit more. If you are very interested, go check the Leeds Met weather prediction. The Yorkshire Met Office weather prediction, that's what you will get. It's bright and sunny. I woke up at 5:25 in the morning local and the sun was out.
Yes.
The sun was out at 5:30 local. I in fact I came out into my drawing room in the apartment and I was like, what time is it? It was 5:25.
This has happened to me. I think around 4:30 it
Yeah,
starts
it's
getting
getting bright. So 5:25, the sun was out. 5:30, I felt okay. Should I go for a walk? I came down and it was warm, and I went back again. So that's how it has been. Now sunny, absolutely. Just check behind us. That's the St. Michael's Lane gate for the media, gate number B. You can see the sun there. You can see the sun on her. You can see the sun on us. I think you can also see the skies. It's pretty blue. It is blue.
I'll just tilt it upwards.
Show them, yeah, they're very little cloud. Very little cloud cover at this point in time. You can see some of the light towers at the Headingley Cricket Ground. This is the east stand. So we can give you a clear view. People have started to trickle in. Second day morning. Not too many English supporters with positive faces yet. You won't get that after what India did. Underdog story. But weather-wise, at this point in time, no chance of rain now. But the prediction is from 12:30, 12 o'clock, 50% chance, which means it's still okay. Anything around 40, 50 still manageable. Could be a spit, could be a passing shower, whatever, something like that. But 80% chance of rain from 1 p.m. on. So 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., up to 4 p.m., there is serious chance of rain. Yesterday evening, there was a yellow thunderstorm warning. Yellow thunderstorm warning for Leeds, which was given for today. So there will be rain interruptions. Make no mistake. Too early to say rain or weather might have an impact on the game. Way too early. India, as Gandhi very rightly said, needs to just bat sessions. If they bat two sessions today, they get to, because the scoring rate is
4.5.
you bat two sessions means you are talking 200 runs. If you add 200 runs to what you already have and score 550 plus, there is one winner in this game, and that is India. England will be under enormous pressure coming into Leeds. Now, so that's the weather update. We'll give you enough. But yesterday, it still seems surreal the way India, the intensity of India. Talk about that.
2 centuries in one over. 2 centuries from very
When
young.
has it happened?
I can't remember. I don't remember an opening partnership this solid. India getting off on the right foot, on the right foot. I don't remember the last time this has happened where India has played overseas and we were actually satisfied with the opening partnership. I don't think this has happened in the recent past, especially not in Australia, especially not in the away series, test series that we've had in the recent past. But what an incredible batting performances we saw yesterday. On the other hand, I think it will get a bit difficult today because Rishabh Pant Shubman Gill will have to start from zero again. Yes, their scoreboard.
That's the new ball.
Exactly. I was just getting to that. The scoreboard will say 127 runs, not out, and Rishabh Pant will have a lot of runs under his belt as well. But at the same time, they will have to start from scratch. They will have to get in today and build that innings from the ground up once again because the ball is new. Chris Walks will be on, Bryden Pass will be on, and it will get difficult. Yesterday as well, those two Not Chris Wokes, but Bryden Cast was extracting a lot of lateral movement from the ball, and it was getting a bit difficult. But Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul managed it very, very well. But new ball, Chris Wokes. He also maybe a spell or two from Stokes. He was very expected yesterday.
I thought he was their best bowler.
Absolutely.
But the problem with England is if Ben Stokes has to come up and become your best bowler, then it's an issue.
Then it's an issue, absolutely.
Because you've got your three premier bowlers in Bryden Cast and Chris Wokes in Jota. You cannot have the. And by the way, Ben Stokes has hardly been bowling in the last one. If you see physically, he has not been there. That's why he pulled out of multiple tournaments. He was not. He's not the bowler. Yesterday he had to bowl longish spells because he was the best bowler on new Ben
Exactly.
Stokes.
He was the only one getting breakthrough.
There was no pressure. After the point, did you see the field? There was no
I
slip.
was just about to ask you, what did you think of those fielding decisions or those fielding setups from Ben Stokes? Because it looked like he had opened the field.
See, the point is very simple, Gargi. At one point in time, it seemed England had gone completely on the defensive. There was a third man, there was a deep cover, there was a mid wicket, there was a kind of half longish mid on kind of position around long on. It was a run saving more than an attacking position. They had put one very straight for an uppish drive,
For a catch.
something like that. No slips. And there were runs on offer. So all you need to do is dab, run.
That's exactly what was happening.
And India milked it. I mean, you tried to tempt Rishabh Pant, one hoik there, Zach Crawley, one hoik to long on, but fell short. Other than that, Shubman Gill was masterful, absolute masterful. The point is pretty simple. You win the toss, you expect three before lunch. You didn't get that. Once you don't get three before lunch, you've lost the point. KL Rahul, people will not give KL Rahul the credit, but KL Rahul to blunt that new ball, play it out, get Shubman Gill in or others in at a time when the new ball has lost its sting is a very valuable innings.
How much was the partnership?
91.
91, right?
More importantly than 91, 100 minutes without wicket.
100 minutes without wicket. And the point that I was getting to, the fact that you brought up that KL Rahul was instrumental in negating that new ball is the fact that in the first, I think India was at 103 or something like that. And out of those 103, 95 or 96 runs had come off of boundaries. So, that's a great, when you really think about it, that was instrumental in negating that new ball and also putting pressure on the opposition. When you've got boundaries flowing 4.5 runs in it, that means
There
there's
was no
huge pressure on the opposition. And at one point, there was only one slip.
Yeah, see the point. England unfortunately wasn't able to exert pressure. The point that she's trying to say, it actually sort of put pressure on the bowlers. That's the reverse. I mean, it was a bizarre one. You won the toss. Tim Saudi comes to the press conference and says that moisture and conditions and the greenish track. Now, this is your home ground, boss. It's your home turf. You needed to know it like the back of your palm. It's your curator. This is a bilateral series. This is not an ICC series or an ICC tournament. You get the wicket done. It's your call. And then you win the toss. Yes.
This track, which now seems like a flat track, somewhat of a flat track, is it for that baseball-esque sort of batting?
England has done that. England has done that. Last couple of years, if you see England's approach to play and the nature of English wickets, it is kind of like that. That more because of baseball and the way England has approached their cricket, it is because of that. So make no mistake that batting wickets are kind of the norm in England at the moment. Having said that, you won the toss. You've got India in a team which is in transition. The batting looked iffy to start with. All of a sudden, you won the toss. Everything is in your control. You give them a deck like this, and they've made merry. Now what? Clearly,
another thing I don't understand is the decision to bowl first. And the fact that Tim Saudi came out and said the moisture and the whatever, it's your match.
see, that's what I'm saying. That look, Australia backfired. After that, India wasn't able to kind of use that 1-0 advantage to their effect, and we lost it in Melbourne and Sydney and those test matches. But this one, and the best part about this Indian team was they were carrying no baggage.
None at all.
It's tremendous.
that Shubman Gill has instilled into this team. I think it is phenomenal. The way that he's very calm and collected. You know, we were at that press conference and he just walked in so
Captain,
calm.
you can play the visuals now if you want.
Yeah. Sort of a hint of Rohit Sharma there.
Yeah, there.
The calmness, the coolness. Didn't look like he was in a hurry or he was nervous or what must have been. But
Has to be.
Has to be. It's his first assignment as Test captain and a century. What a test! What a test captaincy debut.
Correct. And the high score already. I think the high score was
Yes.
in Virat Kohli's name, 115 in Adelaide. And by the way, Kohli got 140 in the second innings of that particular test match as well. The one comparison with Shubman Gill would be Sachin Tendulkar's age best in 100. 122 in 1996. Tendulkar, second innings though, unreal. Absolutely unreal. India lost that game. Chris Lewis and Dominic Cork, 5-2. Tendulkar would have been proud. Tendulkar would have been proud.
You go on. I'll
What
just
happened?
check. Nothing. Something's.
Okay.
Can we open your phone? The booth.
Is there a thing you take it?
Yeah. I think Swapnil is saying something.
Okay, he's got some visuals. I think
Play,
Shopin.
play everything, whatever you have.
Play. Yeah, Shopin, play it. Absolutely, Shopin, kindly play it. No need to ask. Play it. If we don't need it at that point in time, I'll say here and you can remove it. Absolutely go ahead and play it. Or play all the color. Let me give you an update again on the weather. England team bus arrives. Play that also.
Who is the first one?
Yeah, in England, that's the England bus. Get it right, Shopnil, and then play it so that there is no lag. The weather at this point in time, as Gargi said right at the start of the show, bright and sunny. Here at Headingley, Leeds, warm, second morning. Sun is not belting down, not scorching, and there's a beautiful breeze blowing towards us, which is making it quite comfortable, actually. It's not that bad, but once the sun belts down, this can be a scorching day. First couple of hours will be tough. Thereafter, there is chance of rain. So it will be hot, 29, 30 degrees maximum. According to Leeds Bet, England team arrives. What is England's strategy? Let's go one by one. What will England want to do?
England will want to get these 2 wickets, Rishabh Pant and Shubman Gill, I think, in the first
Change
second.
lanes, do something different, bowl short, try something.
I think they'll try to bowl short. I think the bouncer strategy will come in play, and I see, for some reason, I see Rishabh Pant toying with it, and in that process, there is a risk of Rishabh Pant getting out because the shots that he was trying yesterday as well, there was a lot of risk involved. He was lucky that those 2 sort of chances did not get taken, but at the same time, Rishabh Pant's batting is scary.
Oh, it does. I mean, Rishabh Pant has forever been. Okay, let me try this. She keeps telling me to put it here.
Yeah, it's just free up your hands.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. So Rishabh Pant, he tried the reverse over
Lap.
thirds. He tried the lap. He fell back. He tried that hoik over long on.
Did you see one of his pulls? He completely went horizontal. I don't even know.
The battle with Shoaib Bashir was one that Rishabh Pant won.
Yes.
I will describe one little segment to you. Shoaib Bashir came round and Rishabh Pant just darted down the track and put him over long on. The long on fielder thought that he was in play. For a fleeting second, he was kind of in play. He ran in and then realized that the ball was going to the crowd. And obviously, it was a beautifully played six. Next ball, Shoaib Bashir goes slightly wider and fires in a faster one to the wicketkeeper. Rishabh Pant leaves the ball and smiles.
Yeah.
Rishabh Pant knew that Shoaib Bashir would try that, assuming he'll dart down the track again and he might get stumped in that ball. He had read the bowler. He won that battle.
I think in over before that, Rishabh Pant had started outside. He had, taken a long stride. But I think Shoaib tried to almost beat him. He almost got his wicket there because it was a preempted shot. Rishabh Pant went out of his crease and almost that ball almost went to his stumps, but he saved it. So I think that was the moral victory for Shoaib there. But in the next over, Rishabh Pant completely owned it.
She went premeditated. Happens.
What did I say?
Preempted. Premeditated. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. Because it's a longish life. Now, the point is, taking off from what she said, take it back to Nathan Lyon and Rishabh Pant in Brisbane. This is Rishabh telling me. He says, sir, आप लोग सोचते हो मैं पागल हूँ. मैं पागल नहीं हूँ. I said, मतलब. He said, there is a method to my madness. And he described this to me. He said, Nathan Lyon hold a ball outside off. The ball landed about a foot outside off. And it went to slip. There was that big a turn. So it turned like this, went to slip. And I think Steve Smith was there who the wicketkeeper didn't even get it. Steve Smith got the ball at slips. And Rishabh said, the moment ball utna turn kiya, मुझे ये लगा कि now Nathan Lyon will think, अरे, the ball pitched on off stump is turning that much and going to Steve Smith. Let me bowl him on middle stump and turn the ball across. Because then I bowl middle and this guy will find it difficult because the ball will turn across. He said, मुझे पता था कि वो middle stump डालेगा. I was anticipating वो middle stump डालेगा before even he and I knew. He said he came into his delivery stride. I was off. The ball was on middle. I dispatched him over long. He was stunned कि पहला ball इतना turn होने के बावजूद this guy is stepping out and hitting me over, and he had won the mental battle against him.
And you know why Rishabh Pant is able to do that? Why Rishabh Pant thinks 2 steps ahead? There's a huge part, and it has to do with him being a wicket keeper. You have to remember that wicket keeper and the bowlers are always involved in strategizing in how to get the batters out. And I've seen this happen throughout my journey as well. Wicket keepers always are thinking 2 steps ahead and are able to decode bowlers very, very well because they do it when they're wicket keeping as well. So that's a huge advantage that Rishabh Pant has. He has a mind of his own. But brilliant batting from Rishabh Pant yesterday. They were yesterday when we look at the English bowler Amit Shah.
Good morning, everyone. How was the night? What did you have for dinner? Oh, you had it here at the Yorkshire reception.
Only we missed it.
Pizza and beer. Good people. दारू मत पियो. मेरे जैसे बन जाओ. दारू मत पियो. Teetotaler बनो. इंग्लैंड टीम का हाल देखो. Yorkshire tea पियो or have that Yorkshire cake. By the way, did you feed Gargi the cake you kept saying? 250 grams? ये हो गया ना तुम्हारा.
It's back home and it's still wrapped.
She's agree. I'll give you two cakes.
Stay on home.
It's a future planning. I'll tell you after.
वो एक काम करना इंग्लैंड को ये इनिंग्स के बाद जाके 2 केक दे.
They need it.
Then stroke will दे दूंगा and with the knife. Please cut the cake. Victory of Shubman Gill's first victory as a captain. Yes. पर आज आपको क्या लगता है? मुझे लग रहा है 200 और 100. Captain and vice captain's day today.
Yes,
200 for Gill and 100 for Pant.
See, look at the weather.
नहीं वो ये तो 1 बजे तक.
First half. First half.
New ball.
Yeah, but
देखो lunch तक showers will come.
yeah, but see, this is my prediction, but this is my gut feeling that Gautam Gambhir will give a free hand to Rishabh Pant today to give the license to go. And on Indian license, you can hit here.
I don't think.
Lamba maro. So might be see,
Sensible kick.
500, 550 देख रहा है because
500 देख ही रहा.
क्योंकि बुमराह अगर बड़ा स्कोर हो गया, then बुमराह will kick.
बस देखो 550 हो जाएगा तो हर बॉलर को वो जान आ जाएगा कि मेरे को 2 बाउंड्री मारोगे मारो, मैं अटैक करता रहूंगा.
Bummrah will not give you the runs and Bummrah will take the wickets.
550 the wicket test match. Imagine the pressure England will be under. Home ground leads where they thought we'll sort of kill India.
And with England as well, I think there is a chance of either a boom or a bust. They will come in, they will play aggressive cricket, baseball खेलने की कोशिश करेंगे. Now it can either go very well or it can go very
Yesterday
wrong.
you were saying in your match summary, the end of the day, that English journalist और English fans का जो मुंह लटका हुआ है, अभी भी वो सिलसिला क्या है? मुंह लटके हुए.
धीरे-धीरे आ रहे हैं लोग. कल
मुंह लटका हुआ है.
चल के आ रहे हैं.
Yesterday the Josh was so much more. The
When
Josh was so
fans are
much more.
coming at this time, 24 घंटे पहले, they were.
You're enjoying it.
Are you live? Or
Yeah.
I'm just listening to your
Yeah,
announcement.
good. Enjoy. You come and join.
I've been following you for many years.
Thank you
so
very
much.
Thanks a
Can I
lot.
take a photo with you?
Yes. Really, right.
Yeah. Sugaki, क्या
Yes.
लग रहा है? What do you think?
I think 2 good sessions is what
can check it
India
on
needs
YouTube.
at this
Okay.
time.
On that
At this point, because 12 p.m. onwards, we've got shower predictions. But 2 good sessions, get 200 runs on the scoreboard, and you're all set for a good
The
battle.
second session that, as per the
मुझे ये बताओ तुम लोग दोनों.
हाँ.
Why do you think England got it so wrong at the top? Shubman, I understand. Shubman is an away captain. The build-up for Leeds is green, 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 bowling friendly, bowling friendly. But Ben Stokes, home ground for England, you planned Leeds so that you can put India under the cosh, and you get this so wrong.
only one goal, overconfident. They thought that there's a new batting lineup. They have not played here, especially Shubman Gill, Sai Sudarshan, KL Rahul, they know. And then KL ने score भी किया. So I think England was overconfident. Same thing Steve Harmison was saying that India 200-250 में हम लोग bundle बना लेंगे and then we will bat, we will score 400-500 runs and इन्हीं के माध्यम
Kal Gargi and I and Shomishta went to VRA for dinner. Dinesh Karthik was there.
Great.
Dinesh and Atherton was there. So Dinesh and I, we were chatting when Dinesh was being shown that Virat Kohli room, and I told Dinesh, what about losing the toss? He said, thank goodness we lost the toss. And you could see all of a sudden his eyes kind of popped up. And he said, "Yaar, thank goodness.
Very different.
Thank goodness we lost the toss. Is it correct? Thank goodness we lost the
Dinesh
toss.
has done the opening here in one series, I guess.
Dinesh 2007.
2007, yeah.
Dinesh was part of the 2007 series.
Yeah.
From the moment we lost the toss, I've been saying, good toss to lose. Because Shubman Gill
Would have bowled.
Shubman Gill coming out and saying we would have bowled first too, and we were all constantly from the past 3 days we have been saying bat first, bat first, bat first. But what a toss to lose! Indian fans will be so relieved. But Amit brings up a good point here when we were talking.
Complacency.
Complacency. I don't know
Start
what
of
it
a
was.
series.
How do you get
No.
it so wrong, especially when it's your home game? How do you get it wrong? It's not an ICC tournament that the pitch curators are neutral. You've got to be kidding.
It's bilateral.
You say that you don't have any say in what's
100% you-
happening in the pitch.
100%
you do. You can curate it to your liking, and you're telling me that you got your own pitch. That's wrong.
You picked Headingley. You did not pick Birmingham. You did not pick London.
You picked Leeds.
You did not take Nottingham. You did not take Trent Bridge. You said Headingley. You wanted to put it on the mat and tell them, boss, we've got you here. We'll take a 1-0 lead and take you to Birmingham. Look what's happened. Look what's happened to the 359, unless there is a morning miracle. By the way, once again, update on the weather getting hotter now.
Yeah.
Getting hotter now. I mean,
Don't have our jackets.
none of us have our jackets on Monday. No, you will wear it on Monday. Gargi will indeed wear her jacket on Monday when the high becomes 17 and the low becomes around 13. That's what the Met prediction is.
Yeah.
So you will get all your jackets out and your fancy clothes which you bought from India. She kept asking, so will I get an opportunity? But so far she's not got any opportunity.
I've brought leather jackets, and I'm just waiting for the opportunity to wear them. But it's so hot. It's so warm. We're all sweating.
So
And,
Monday you
running
will
around.
see. It's Monday.
14, 13.
13, even the high.
Yeah.
Even the high on Monday is 15. So you will get every opportunity on Monday to wear your fancy clothes.
Is that the Indian team? The Indian team.
There you go. The
Gautam
Indians have
Gambhir.
arrived at Gautam Gambhir must be super thrilled.
Yeah.
Yes, really.
Of course, him. He was also under pressure.
Yeah. And then see the people were criticizing him that because of him, that's two stalwarts took the retirement. But now, end of the day one, you can see now the Test cricket is in a good hand. I think in a solid hand.
Mr. Chaudhary.
To be honest, I'm
Good morning,
telling you
Mr.
that
Chaudhary. How are you?
last night they have the English selectors have a meeting. The rest of the 4 games कौन पेस बॉलर चुने जाए जो इंडिया के विकेट्स निकाल सके because now it's a nightmare for them. Or this kind of attack you can't win the test match on the home soil. Sorry, because
Amit, also talk about we were discussing this. Maybe I have my
so
mind.
far, yeah, always
Sharing.
sorry, yeah,
Always sharing.
sharing with Kelly.
No, I was saying at one point the field was completely open.
Yeah. Because see, they know that they don't have any weapon with them. They don't have any weapon with them. On this kind of a surface, when the ball, see, I think the spinner is also not doing anything. So this is a completely mess up with the English selectors with the bowling attack. See, next game, I heard that Jofra Archer will come. Maybe they are just trying to push Mahmood also. But I don't know
How
how
effective they
yeah, and effective and the fitness is the main issue. See, Birmingham, you will get a mixed reactions because the Birmingham also weather थोड़ा धूप छाव होता है. So इंग्लैंड का क्या होगा वो देखना होगा. But इंग्लैंड जो है वो फिलहाल खून के आंसू रो रहा है. Basically, because
But
at the day one, these kind of a decisions.
also, I would say that don't get too ahead of yourself at this point. It's the first step.
True.
It's a long,
Yeah. We are also overreacting.
Yes.
I know, but being an Indian, we have to because see why we are overreacting because
Because Indian support staff.
because no, we have a support staff with us. It's our support staff with Indian color.
Okay, let me introduce. Hello.
Yeah, please.
Give me the microphone.
Yeah.
Remove the
Hey,
visuals.
remove the visuals.
This is the story.
Remove the visuals. हटाओ भाई. Swapnil, remove the visuals.
This is one spy we had put into the Indian dressing room.
Yes, just keep this frame. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking here on RevSportz, the new inductee to the Indian support staff. He was already a member who every cricketer loves around the world. India's most traveled journalist, Devashish Sen. What is this? You will be inside the ground wearing, people will think you are there. So you can easily go into the dressing room. What are you doing? What are you doing, Mr. Sen?
No one will even stop you.
Exactly. And then he also has his accolade. He'll
It's
walk in.
very comfortable. It's very hot and sunny inside the ground. So that's the reason I prefer to wear this.
Suddenly we're getting pictures
এই
of
একটা
inside.
সময় লেখাটা গেছে with the photo গেছে তো
Yes.
okay folks let me tell you this on a serious note this man inside the ground it's not easy he has been taking some gem of a picture I mean some fantastic photos some real gems pictures which speak 1,000 words there has been a photo essay published at 1 p.m. on the RevSportz website with his photographs. So kindly go check out some of the pictures. Yashashvi Jaiswal celebrating, Shubman Gill celebrating, Rishabh Pant celebrating. Some of the best pictures from day one are on the RevSportz website. Shopnil, if you have access to some of them, play them as we celebrate.
Korea, let me tell you one thing. None of the
Daddy, come
Indian
to the
photographs
front.
are turned up. Only RevSportz has a photographer on this trip. So none of the Indian, all the photographers are locals here. So
Exclusive content.
And photographs make
obviously
so much.
everyone has access to agency photos.
No, that is different. By the way, this is the England team bus behind us. This is the bus will now be parked somewhere here. This is the England team bus. You can see England team. Yeah. So Devashish, continue for a while with Gargi.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah,
So-
so
Gargi,
setting up.
Do you see Rishabh Pant scoring his third Test 100?
I want to see him. You want to see him do that because now he's the vice captain, Devashish. He has a responsibility now, especially the way that he played yesterday. Yes, there were some risky shots. I'm sure there were a few sighs of relief after he launched a few. And
Yeah, obviously, when you talk about his knock, the second ball, straight drive, means Ben Stokes, he got rattled, means obviously, but then thereon, he was more mature, he was willing to take time in the middle, and he grafted the innings very well. If you ask me, obviously, the good point is that it was not only about flamboyant shot, but it was towards the middle
he was
of his
trying
innings.
to put
Yes,
the pressure.
absolutely.
He was trying, and it was very clear that there was a point when Shoaib Bashir was bowling that Rishabh Pant was under pressure because the runs were not coming, the strike wasn't getting rotated. And there was a bit of a moral victory there for Shoaib Bashir for a few overs, but then Rishabh Pant put it right back, and you could tell that he was constantly trying to play a game with the pressure there, and he was trying to put the pressure back on the opponent. He was successfully doing that as well. Yes, there were some risky shots in doing that, but he was phenomenal in how he conducted himself yesterday. Defended very, very well, used his
Absolutely,
defense
yes.
very well. Long stride, defending the ball, playing close to the body. He was very good with his batting. Now that's something he needs to replicate that today as well. Because now he's not just Rishabh Pant, he's the vice captain of the Indian Test team, one of the biggest honors that you can have as a cricketer.
And the best part is obviously Gill. Now we have Gill as the captain and Rishabh Pant as the vice captain. What the added responsibility has done to these two players is that they are more mature.
Yes.
They are willing to take time, build their innings, and that is what Test cricket is all about. It's not about flamboyant stuff. It's not about hitting fours and sixes, but how you craft your innings. Means putting value to your wicket. And see, in India are very, very well poised with 359 for three. And if they can put up another 150 or even 200, means obviously then England will have all the chasing to do in this test match.
Because Debashish, the point here is don't bat twice. Put a really good score the first time around, put a 500 plus total, and then you've got a real chance at winning this test match.
And remember, obviously, if England gets India pulled out for a low score, means say around 450, the way England bats means obviously basketball. We all know the likes of Harry Brook, Ben Duckett.
They will go gung.
They will go gung ho, and obviously means and this wicket has been is flat out, pretty flat out.
Every time I'm seeing it, I'm liking this actually.
Actually, looks like
You, absolutely. This was the one which was presented to you,
To
right?
by Rishabh Pant. This same T-shirt was presented by Rishabh Pant. He gave me two. One signed by
तो ये भी साइन करा होगा आज 100 के बाद
खोलना
खोलोगे
कैसे
क्यों?
खोलेगा
ऐसे खोल जाओ।
पीछे करवा देना ना।
हो गया
Okay,
जब
done,
आएगा
done,
साइन करा देना
किसी और को वीडियो
बस
लेने बोलो।
कैप्टन वाइस कैप्टन गेटिंग
So today
captain vice captain 100 and 200 if they get this will become priceless. Get it done. You have the access, you will have the opportunity.
You know what? Today, if Debashish goes on the ground near the.
I am seated next to the
I know. If you go there, you open the fridge, no one will say anything. If you get yourself energy drink, Gatorade, whatever.
Superstar. But did England get it really badly wrong in the process today?
Yeah, I was also a bit surprised. Boryada means obviously I have seen your article. With the conditions, you should have batted winning the toss. But now they have all the catching to do. Yes, if India can put up a total in excess of 500, as Gargi mentioned, England will have a real challenge to save this test match.
By the way, we can also tell you that again it will be a packed day. It's a sellout day, despite there being chances of draws. And Rohan doing what he does. He's going for somebody's jersey. Don't open someone's jersey and take it. I mean,
Rohan just say, Nikal.
ऐसा मत कर बाबा. ऐसा मत कर. But seriously, I mean, it will be a packed house. Already the crowds have started to build up. Queues will be big. This is what Test cricket is all about in this country. Every single day is a sellout. Your first day of English Test cricket, your first day of watching Test cricket here, both of you. Devashish and I have done quite a few tours. How was the experience for both of you?
It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I had visited test matches at Eden Gardens, but this was something else. The weather was fantastically well. It was not so much hot like was day before yesterday, but it was not that much hot. For us, I think Devakista would disagree because he was in the ground where the sun was really good. But in the balconies,
So
where
nothing like Australia.
Australia also.
It's obviously the skin would burn.
Yes, yes.
but it was
Quite
quite
pleasant.
It was quite busy.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, a fantastic performance from the Indian batters. We have seen perhaps the best opening partnership in last few years, maybe in overseas test for India. We have seen two centuries. Gill might go all the way by the form that he is in right now. The day before yesterday, in the match day minus one practice session, Gill particularly practiced for something a situation like this where he has to play with the old ball for long and then the new ball comes in. So that's the situation right now today.
But incredible from Shubman Gill, the way
Yeah.
that he's practiced for this.
Apart from those two miscommunications with Pant for where the run out chances came, he has been flawless.
Look, when we talk about Shubman Gill's batting, with the bat, he has shown no weaknesses, none at all. Not once did I see that he was getting beat or was struggling. Nothing of that sort because Shubman Gill has prepared so well. And the point that Rohan brought up that he was first batting with the old ball in the nets, and then he would say bring out the new balls now. So he's in his mind. He's already prepared for a very long batting session. He's hammered it in his head that I want to score big. And he also said in that press conference
You want
that
to be the best batter in the
I
series.
want to be the highest scorer.
Yes.
And
That was quite a statement.
quite a statement.
That was
Very
quite a
confident.
statement. Yes.
And in that press conference, he mentioned one thing about batting and captaincy and balancing both.
Yes.
he said that when I'm batting, I wouldn't keep my focus on being the captain. But yesterday he showed leadership skills while batting when Pant was actually hitting some wayward shots, and there was a bit of miscommunication with the run out. He came, they both he called up Pant to have a chat. They had a chat, and then Pant looked much more composed. So I think he has that.
But I think the real challenge for Rishabh Pant, the real challenge for Shubman Gill as captain will be when
English
England
batters
will
come.
bat. It's not about when India is batting. It's obviously you have to be responsible, bat responsible. But when England batters will go after the Indian bowling, then how he sets his field, how he attacks the England batters, that will test his skill as captain. So I think the real challenge for
100%.
Shubman Gill as captain will be when India will fail.
Look, because England will go back. England will want to score and take the lead as well. If India is scoring 500 plus runs, they will want to take a 150 run
Absolutely,
lead. And
absolutely.
it will be if they are successful
Lost
in their, if they are successful. Nothing. If they are successful in scoring a lot of runs, it will become very difficult for Shubman Gill to begin that. Because after a while, we saw that I think around over 39, 40, the ball had started going soft.
Yeah, but then in beauty about wickets here in England is that it can get bit juicy and fast. Means don't go by what the wicket played on day one. Means obviously it can be a bit fast. Means obviously and so all of a sudden then you can see the team batting is in all sort of trouble. So yes, I think. But the thing is that I mean, I think this is perhaps the weakest bowling attack that England has fielding. I think it has to be one of the weakest bowling. Let's not obviously give credit to Indian batters, but at the same time, I mean, Josh Tang means obviously even we have quality bowlers in our Ranji Trophy team. So with due respect, yes, they are missing big time the bowlers like Gus Atkinson, Jofra Archer, Mark Wood. I think
Bakur was there yesterday.
Yes.
that is normally the case. That is normally the case. Whoever is not there, they will come.
Okay, so Suraj, Usha is saying, I don't think follow-ons work in the modern era.
Someone is dressed as Flintstone.
Yesterday I saw a zebra, a giraffe, a crocodile. Today someone, three or four people, a group was dressed as Where's Wally? From Wally from Where's Wally? So you spot them in the ground. I'll do that in the press box and I will put out a picture if I find them. More questions. Fikram is saying India should go for a win. Play two sessions if possible. Get English batters to play in the last session. Very important because remember, after 12 p.m., there are chances of prediction. At 12 p.m., there is a 50% chance of it. At 1 p.m., there is an 80% chance of it.
But it's a passing shower. Means obviously here in England, you don't see
Right.
yes.
It could
But
be
right
a
now
stop. It could be stop and start, but that means if England are batting at that time, it will be coming from the forward.
Yes, sure, sure.
Question. Okay. We must try to enforce follow on over England team.
अगर 600 कर दूं और उसको but the way they're batting it
Look what Footmonk is saying. Everyone is an OG until the real OG arrives. Devashita, you are a rock star. Follow.
but I
Yes,
think
Ross.
if we manage to get past the first session without losing a wicket, I think in the second session they will go
They will,
all
yes.
guns blazing, and even if we are one down, I mean fourth one wicket falls in the first session. I think from the second session onwards they will go all guns blazing. 550 is could be a good total.
550, yeah.
550, 550 for one.
That means pressure on England.
Yeah, of
550
course.
would mean pressure.
Trisha is on our way.
Yeah.
Hello, Trisha. He's not.
So 550 could be a good total, yes, of course. But
He's still not moving.
he
What happened? What's the chance of me?
I'm joining the Bangla
You're
line.
going to get beat up now.
I'm joining the Bangla line.
Are you also joining the Bangladesh?
अभी तो उधर नहीं
Okay. More questions. Do you think, Nirmala Roy is saying, do you think India should use Karun Nair off spin in the fourth innings? I don't know how much Karun Nair. He's not been bowling in the nets at all.
Betting.
अरे बाबा, Karun Nair off spin.
Oh, acha, acha.
He's not been bowling at all.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he doesn't even bowl. How much does he
No, no, he did not bowl.
He did not.
He did not.
Why am I?
He did not bowl at all. He did not bowl at all, and also with the batting, he has not been in the best of his shapes at the nets.
In minutes, yes. Luke will be very honest. In the past, in the two net sessions that India has had, the two practice sessions that India has had, Karun Nair has been very scratchy.
Yeah.
And we were
Especially on the match day -2 session,
yes.
where he has been absolutely out of touch. Even in a better form on match day -1 sessions, but I think.
He did not look his best.
Yeah.
That's all.
And also the body language. By looking at the body language of an athlete who is right at the top of his game, you would see that Gill, someone like Gill and Jaiswal, today also in the morning, when Jaiswal got off the bus, he actually looked at the fans cheering for him, waved at them, smiled at them in a positive mood. And someone who is not in that shape, you would see that someone uh, just with his head down, maybe shoulders down, just not looking at the crowd, so keeping him it all to himself. So I think the body language also shows.
Yeah. No, someone was saying sound is not clear. Why do you guys call this?
Sound is clear.
Someone is saying sound is not clear. Why is sound not clear? Uh, but yes, but on the body language part, I think matchday -1, Karun Nair looked very different compared to matchday -2.
Yeah.
He came in, he worked on the things that he was struggling on matchday -2. After the net session, which lasted, I think, 1.5 hours, he did 6 laps of running around
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ground. In the scorching heat, it was very, very hot and the sun was pelting. But Karun Nair
I think he was
very hard.
he was just getting his body prepared for a
Yes.
longer innings if he has to play one. And KLR also did that, and he was right up there playing to play in longer innings, but that unfortunately wicket.
Okay. So, how do you say this?
So on no, any possibility of rain?
Yes, 12 p.m. onwards. So 12 p.m., 50% chance of precipitation. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., 80% chance of precipitation. So you might just see rain post lunch maybe.
But I don't think
It
our
won't be that bad.
yeah.
It's not that bad. It's bad from tomorrow.
But right now the sky is blue with patches of cloud, but not rain cloud.
These are not
These are
yeah, definitely.
white clouds, not the gray
Because
ones.
and yesterday it was perfect. But if I were to compare, yesterday the prediction said 80% chance since 12 p.m. Now it's gone down to 50. So you might just see very little rain or a stop start, a small stop start, whatever it might
But
be.
yesterday we did not get a drop also.
What?
We did not get a drop also yesterday.
Of rain?
Of rain.
There was no rain.
वही मैं बोल रहा
No. मैं कह रही हूँ कल जब
ओ,
हमने आज का देखा था
अच्छा अच्छा
तो
अच्छा
12 बजे 80% था
अच्छा अच्छा
अब
अच्छा
बोल रहा है 50
अच्छा 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 ऐसा ऐसा
कम हो रहा है
ऐसा
चांस
ऐसा
Yes. Okay, okay. Play start 3 or 3:30 p.m. देखो GMT में
GMT
9:30.
GMT 11 it
Oh,
starts.
sorry, my bad.
GMT 11 it starts, so it's 3:30 India time.
Yeah, like
So it's 3:30 India time.
yes, 3:30 India time. Bhartik Chattopadhyay is saying if I think if Rishabh Pant can negate the first session of Oaks, but Oaks does not is not looking the way.
Yeah,
I think
none of the
Stars is more of a threat. Yeah.
none of the bowlers except for Stokes look that much of a threat. But yes, Stars got the wicket. But I think Rishabh, if the only problem with Rishabh Pant is he himself. The last, if you see the last,
Competition is high.
yeah, the last 15 minutes, he could have just avoided those shots where he just might have got out. There was also a shout for an appeal for an out as from the wicketkeeper. But I think yes, if he manages to play much more of a composed game, I think he can. Of course, he he will have his normal game. He will hit those shots, but I think at least an hour after that.
Yeah. Digressing from cricket, मैं स्टार्ट बता कि पिछले आधे घंटे में इतना सारा क्राउड देखा है पिछले आधे घंटे में कम से कम मैंने 5 लोग देखा वो सेम
तुम्हारा जैसे
same big lemon shot. So I think it's very famous here in England, and I will
तुम कहाँ से ले इधर से लिया?
मैं तो इंडिया से लिया
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है अभी भाई अभी ग्लोबलाइजेशन है ना सब जगह अरे ये प्रॉब्लम हुआ था क्या क्या पता है दोस्तों लोग बोल रहे हैं कि मेरे लिए कुछ ले आओ कुछ ले आओ कुछ ले आओ
It's the same.
बट ऐसे कुछ लेना है कि जो उधर नहीं नहीं ना मिले ना मतलब नॉर्मल चीज तो सब जगह एक ही होता है
And the funny part is, you go into the store, and this has happened to me in Australia as well.
एक ही
आप
चीज मिलता
tag देखो, it is made in India.
है सो
India से Australia.
So, कुछ लेना है तो लो समथिंग लाइक मे बी एन यॉर्कशायर क्रिकेट क्लब का बैच
Yeah.
जो उधर नहीं मिले
Something very low.
समथिंग ऐसा कुछ नहीं
Beer भर के लेके चलेगा.
अरे अच्छा ठीक है वो नहीं बोलते शो पे
ये नहीं हो रहा था अभी डिस्कशन. Okay, okay. Back to cricket. कहाँ थे हम लोग? India will miss Kuldeep badly in the fourth innings. Do you guys think?
हाँ ये तो कल से बात कर
कल
रहे
से ही
हैं
हम लोग बात करें. In fact, from the past 3 days, I have been saying that I would want a Kuldeep Yadav in my team. But if you do that, you seriously miss out on batting, and you don't want to do that on a wicket like this.
Yeah, and देख लो अभी साई ऑलरेडी साई का एक विकेट जो अनफॉर्चुनेटली
चला.
अभी वेस्ट हो गया सो नाउ द एक्स्ट्रा बैटर कम्स इन हैंडी राइट
Yes.
So if you
Shardul Thakur runs will be very-
so if you look at that, the extra batter, अच्छा लिया
So having Shardul Thakur in your team has actually
Yeah.
given you that extra
Extra.
cushion.
Exactly. And this can happen any day.
Yeah.
One batter might fail any day. So extra batter रहता है तो अच्छा होता है.
This decision of either playing an all-rounder, sorry, a Sai Sudarshan or a Kuldeep Yadav, this has more to do with the fact that where do you want security? Do you want security in your bowling or do you want security in your batting? India, the Indian management went with security in the batting. That was the toss-up.
Because the pitch was such that England would also have a good knock at the wicket and they would also score big runs. So
Yeah.
getting those extra, maybe even if Shardul scored 30-40 runs, that might also come handy.
Yes.
क्या हुआ?
Highlighter is saying, एक नाम ही highlighter है. He's saying Ben Stokes को बोलो पूरे 90 ओवर कंप्लीट करे.
हाँ मतलब
दोनों एंड से.
हाँ बाबा वो कितना प्रॉब्लम है
अरे वो
दूसरा बॉलर ऐसा बॉल करेगा तो वो और भी लेगा
Yeah. You know what happened? Match day -1. हम लोगों ने वो India का session complete किया. And then England was the second team. So everyone took it very light. लोगों ने थोड़ा warm up drills किया, fielding drills किया और सब चले गए थे. Ground खाली था.
Ben
Ben Stokes अकेले नेट में 60 minutes he had batted.
मतलब ब्रदर नोज की हमारे टीम वाले उतना काम नहीं है मुझे ही करना होगा मुझे बैटिंग करना सब कुछ करना है मैं ही प्रैक्टिस कर लूँ सब
But that was great from Ben Stokes.
Ah, of
He
course.
puts in a lot of effort and he's not young.
and it shows and this is something he mentioned in the press conference also
Really? What did he say?
he said he was asked about his working management and
Yeah.
his fitness concerns. He said that when I was 22, 23, 24, I did not have the concept of body pain and muscle strength, right? But now I'm 34, so I have to think of those. But still, when it comes to the national team duties, I'll go all the way. It shows his commitment, the team and the sport.
Veer Garya हाइट है रिकॉर्डेड है.
अरे भाई लाइव है
अब आपका कमेंट ले लिया. आप ही बताओ लाइव है रिकॉर्ड कैसे करेंगे ये बताओ. इंग्लैंड अच्छा क्रिस्टियानो वेदर देखो. यस कमेंट्स
वेदर भाई ठीक है भाई वेदर अभी तो ठीक है बहुत अच्छा सन भी है हवा उतना चल नहीं रहा है एंड बट देयर इज अ स्मॉल प्रेडिक्शन ऑफ रेन पोस्ट लंच बट अभी तक तो क्लियर स्काई है एंड देयर आर पैचेस ऑफ क्लाउड बट नॉट रेन क्लाउड्स अभी व्हाइट क्लाउड्स छा हुआ है
चलो आई विल शो यू गाइस फॉर योर. देखिए दिस इज द वेदर. So So when we talk about weather conditions again, when we go by the predictions of the Leeds Met Department, 12 p.m. onwards, you've got a 50%, 12 p.m. you've got a 50% chance of precipitation. 1 से लेके 3 बजे तक 80% chances of rain. अभी ये रेन कितना होगा, कितनी इंटेंसिटी होगी, we don't know. अगर थोड़ी सी भी अगर passing showers है तो we might just see a small delay in the game या फिर small stop in the game. But I don't see it affecting the result.
नहीं नहीं उतना तो नहीं होगा but
कल परसों है, मंडे को है, और कल भी येलो अलर्ट आया थंडरस्टॉर्म का आज के लिए, लाइव थंडरस्टॉर्म, बट वो भी अभी देख के तो लग नहीं रहा है,
नहीं लग रहा है अभी
but it changes so quickly you can never tell.
but अभी तो कुछ लग नहीं रहा है. Like in Kolkata, if I see such a sky सुबह, I wouldn't predict that कि शाम तक ही अंधेरा हो जाएगा and बाल.
I know, but this is England.
हाँ वही
ऐसे बता.
इधर का मौसम 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 बहुत से जल्दी बदलता है right?
अच्छा ओके.
कुछ खरीदे तुम मर्चेंडाइज वगैरह. मैंने 2 कैप्स खरीदा इंग्लैंड का national team.
There's also West Indies का क्या था?
But these are way too costly. These are locals, मतलब
Locally made.
road का renters का 15 pounds कह रहा है and the cast of the official merchandise के caps 10 pounds में मिला. So
ये कैसा है?
very 10 pounds का.
This is the first time I've heard that official merchandise is cheaper than roadside stores.
10 pounds में मिला and the jerseys also they are selling quite cheap. मेरा तो size में नहीं है क्योंकि stock clearance का था.
Oh, okay. Okay, we go on. Where did it go, yeah? Saying can give score a double hundred. Why not? But they will have to start scratching. They will have to build their innings again, and the new ball is out.
Yeah,
But it has
the new
been
ball is fairly new. Only 5 overs have
5 overs.
been played with it. So it's like a new day, new session altogether. So
Absolutely. Okay. Fitness is saying even Shardul Thakur might join the party. Hope he scores up to 50. Also remember that he's coming off of a great batting season in domestic cricket as well. IPL also he
Shardul will be a Shardul will be a trump card.
Yeah.
If he can get those big 30, 40, 50 runs and 1 or 2 wickets, then
just been chatting away.
chatting.
What is happening? Is England losing the plot?
Is England? Why don't you guys answer this question? Is England losing the potential?
10-15.
Okay. Okay, Rebecca Karagi is saying Ben Stokes का पूरा different है. He's born to play test cricket. It's ultimate effort.
Doesn't matter. ये रख लेना चाहिए तुम्हें.
No, what he does, he just उठा लेता है मेरा सामान और बोलता तुम भूल गए. अरे नहीं भूली हो, मैंने इसको उठा लिया.
last day Thara Varude, she kept her chashma, everything.
He lost the glass of the chashma.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so Rohan was basically snatching Gargi's credit cards. Not
I know what he does. I remember things. He just picks it up. मतलब मैंने रखा है कहीं पे. I know that it's kept there.
They were
He's
forgot.
picked up. I did not.
Okay, well, what is the question? Don't fight on it, please. Come back. What was the question you asked me? Somebody said Ben Stokes can be comparable to Sir Garfield's overs. He's that dangerous.
I understand that.
Okay.
Makes me look funny.
Oh.
Makes you look taller. Oh, this is undulating. Okay, good. Yeah, it actually does. And yeah, so Ben Stokes, according to me, is as good as Jacques Kallis. Ben Stokes, according to me, can you feel the sunlight? It's getting warmer and warmer and warmer. When we came here about an hour, 10 minutes back, it was pleasant. There was a breeze blowing from that side, which was a cool breeze, but now the sun is starting to pinch. So it's pretty warm. I think the temperatures have gone up to the early 20s and it'll go up to the late 20s. Coming back to the Ben Stokes question, if you want to take more questions.
There was one question there.
I think Ben Stokes, can you just finish the Ben Stokes one? I think Ben Stokes is as good as Jacques Kallis or Sir Garfield Sobers. He's good as anyone. Yesterday. Intensity, control, He kept coming, kept coming, kept coming. That is how Ben Stokes was. He was supremely good. He was supremely. I thought he was England's best bowler.
But Boryada, if England wants to win the Test series, World Test Championship, if they want to dominate again in World cricket, they need a player like Ben Stokes.
Yeah,
They need a player because see, Jofra Archer, he can bat, he can bowl,
but he's become a white ball player.
injury. I think the Jack Khaleesi has served for South Africa for a long years. Even Sean Pollock was a very good all rounder. So England need to produce these kind of a players. Otherwise, see, the best ball will finish the English red ball.
One question here is why were there trophy that
What is better than this trophy?
Yeah, so could have been the transition. Could have been the Pataudi Trophy and the Anderson Tendulkar Trophy. But the Pataudi medal will be. See, I know Sachin played a huge role in the Pataudi legacy continuing. I have a problem with the medal going to the winning captain. Why are you giving it to the winning captain? Give it to the player that series. Why are you giving it to the winning
They already
captain?
have the trophy.
Exactly, the winning captain would have got the trophy. Why are you giving it to the winning captain? Give the Pataudi medal to the player of the
Makes
series.
more sense.
Or it could have been just a suggestion. It's the Anderson Tendulkar series or the Pataudi trophy. It's called the Anderson Tendulkar series. I still okay. I'm okay retiring and we want to go with the new trophy with two of the greatest cricketers to have played the game. Sachin Tendulkar, perhaps the greatest cricketer, 200 test matches and 24 years, and Jimmy Anderson. But then, don't give it to the winning captain. Give it to the player of the series as far because otherwise, the winning captain, Sugargi, steps up to receive the trophy and she takes the medal and walks back. I mean, why? Why? Give it to because the winning captain will not necessarily be the player in the series.
If the captain's performance was zero in the entire series, and still he gets a
Good question. Very easy.
yeah. See, if your captain's performance is zero in the entire series, Gagi, and he is good.
He still takes the Pataudi medal. He still takes the Pataudi medal.
That doesn't make any sense. You should take
I
this up
think
with
if
someone.
the ECB, if the ICC, if the both the cricket boards, if the management are listening, are top, please rethink.
I mean, this makes sense, right? That,
Yeah.
that you give it to the player of the series rather than the winning captain.
Very fun discourse going on here in the comment section. Ramesh has sent us a super chat, which many have replied. There was some
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Don't do it.
Ramesh is saying, Muria, with so few views on your YouTube channels, how can you afford to bring so many people for coverage? So many people are talking also in other channels about the cost. Can you enlighten which other people have replied? One is saying, PR के पैसे आए हैं bro. And the third person is saying, luck.
Passion of love, passion of cricket. If you don't know about Boryada, we have a friendship. I'm a journalist more than 2.5 decades. I know Boryada is like my big brother. He's my big brother. And out and out passion, out and out passion. 7 to 8 people, not in England, not in England. In Australia, same contingent. Paris, same contingent. And see, this is all. And behind this, there is a lots of pressure. Being a Gujarati, because my name is Amit Shah, I understand the business very well.
He's also the one.
Behind to bring all these people, this gentleman and his wife Shorty Study, they are pushing a lots of effort to bring the sponsors, to bring the people here online. See, this is not a PR or जो मेरी दिल की बात है मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ and very honest things because I know the Boreadas history when he was with CAB में हम लोग की पहचान हुई थी and from there he was with Times Now. I was working with India TV. My channel is not giving me a single penny. I bring with bags in England and ask Boryada, मैं आ गया. And he took my each and every expenses for his pocket. To be honest, this is not a sponsor kind of a thing. I'm not getting a single penny. ये बोलने के लिए honestly दिल से बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि बड़े भाई हैं हमारे. So this is lots of effort जो जाता है. You can see him in other platforms. Also. See, I'm telling you, not only RevSportz, 2 साल में ये कंपनी को मैंने खड़े होते हुए दिखा है. and to write economic times in India's biggest newspaper, world's biggest newspaper websites. Why people are asking him to write? Something would be there. और लोग जो पैसा लगाते हैं रेव स्पोर्ट पर हमें देख के नहीं लगाते, इन्हें देख के लगाते. So that's why this is the biggest thing. आप जाइए देखिए. And one more appeal. अगर आपके पास कोई स्पॉन्सर हो तो भेज दीजिएगा. गुजराती हूँ, जर्नलिस्ट हूँ, लेकिन मार्केटिंग भी करना है.
You want me to answer it seriously?
No. There is one more comment that then you can.
It's honest thing which I feel, man.
I'll happily answer.
I mean, you said all of these incredible things, and really, if you guys knew what goes on behind the scenes, you wouldn't say any of these things. But half of the people here will appreciate what the efforts that are being put here. Half of them will say shit like this, which is don't explain. Public से ज़्यादा smart नहीं हो आप लोग रिपोर्टिंग करने आना.
चैनल मेरा है, मेरा बाप का है. तुमको क्या फर्क पड़ता है? मत देखो. I don't give a shit. Okay.
8 बजे से ऑन द टास्क हमारा चल जाता है बस रात को 1 बजे तक.
It is not just about cricket. 6 of us were there in Paris for the Paralympic Games. Anyone comes and tells me that you can monetize the Paralympic Games as much as cricket, it's not possible in India at this point. Now, anyone comes and tells me a Paralympic Games is less important compared to a cricket tour, he or she doesn't understand jack of sport. It is absolutely about commitment. What is your problem? It's my money, right? I'm putting it down the drain. Big deal. And you say PR, chalo PR. Who do you want me to criticize when X player or Y player haven't done well? I will criticize him or her on air. PR, don't give a shit for PR. Ultimately, it's about a cause. Tell me one company which is covering the disability cricket tour in England. Do you guys even know, the ones who are criticizing, that the Indian disability team is playing at this point in time in England? Do you guys even know that the women's team is practicing in Beckenham today, and they are starting a tour on the 28th? Now, do you guys even want to see coverage of the women's game? Serious people will. We will be the only platform here in England which will cover men's cricket, women's cricket, and disability cricket. Now, you want business? I will give you business. You think a platform is only run with social media monies? You think a platform is run by this chitti paisa that you get from social media numbers, that you guys, based on some views, that's what matters? You think classical music runs in the world based on that? You think only blockbusters run? Then you are very sadly mistaken. We are not even dependent on social media numbers or the stupid money that comes in from there. Never will be. This is about quality. This is about brands backing you. This is about far deeper engagement. Let me tell you this. RevSportz today, in fact, I'm going to put out a tweet also. RevSportz today has 51 people working. 51, and that means 51 families are on us. And this number, and I'm predicting it today, will go up to 75 within 1 year. Our full-fledged studio will get operational by March of 2026. And you can hold me to this. It will be a state-of-the-art studio in Calcutta. Anyone has a problem, welcome to come to the Trailblazers Conclave in 26, India's biggest sports conclave, and come and see it as well. The studio will become operational. The team will become at least 75. Every day, we get 20, 30 job applications to come and join us. So let us do our work. You concentrate on watching the show, and if you don't like, then you are welcome to me.
अगर आप हमारी पेरिस ओलंपिक की कवरेज देखेंगे, जाइए पीछे एक वीडियो देखिए, इंडिया के सबसे बड़े बिलियनर बिजनेसमैन इनको कांग्रेचुलेट कर रहे हैं. वो बिजनेसमैन का नाम मुझे बताना नहीं चाहिए कि इंडिया में कितने बिलियनर्स हैं, आप अपनी उंगली पे गिन सकते हैं. अगर उस आदमी को धंधा समझता है और वो इनको आके कांग्रेचुलेट करता है तो कुछ ना कुछ तो हम में बात होगी. और हम केवल देखिए रोज क्रिकेट नहीं परोसा जाता. हम लोग फन एंड चैट इसलिए करते हैं कि आप हमारे फैमिली हो, इसलिए हम लोग इस तरीके से बात करें. बाकी जर्नलिज्म किसी को हमें सिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है. आज हम जर्नलिज्म कर रहे हैं, आज इसलिए कर रहे हैं कि आप तक अच्छी से अच्छी चीज पहुंचे. सवेरे से 7 बजे से लेकर के रात के 1 बजे तक हमें टास्क दिया जाता है. दिन में 4-5 स्टोरी फाइल ना करें तो हमें खाना भी नसीब नहीं होता. तो
she's 25 years old. I'm not supposed to say people's 24. People's ages on air. Nisha is 30. This one, Amit and I are almost same.
Yes.
Rohan is 27, 28. Tell me one organization. One organization. Shubhan is 30 something, 2, 3. Rohit is 35. One organization where young people get an opportunity. Tell me one. The sports editor will inevitably say, I will go. The sports editor or whoever the senior person is, the management will say, I will go. What about the young people? They will only slog at the desk. They will only slog at the desk and publish what is sent from here. Who has said this? Who has made this rule? At the Champions Trophy in February, Shomik was there, Bharat was there, Rohit was there. In Australia, Gargi was there, Rogni was there, Trisha was there. Look at the number of people. As far as the Paris Olympics is concerned, Abhijit was there. In Doha, Abhijit was there. In Tokyo, for the World Championship, we will send someone. For the Shooting World Championship, we will send someone. For the Hockey World Cup, we will send someone. That's sport.
And why
That
sponsors
is
are
cool.
coming? Because we are coming from ground zero. That's why they are coming, and they see none of the people they are bad. If they are putting the money, they know उनका पैसा कहाँ जा रहा है, उनका पैसा सही डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है. That's why. Otherwise कोई पागल नहीं है. देखिए.
My face is not that beautiful to invest money in me without understanding.
Sorry, we don't want to talk on all this because आप फैमिली हो, लेकिन अगर आप ऐसी चीजें, अगर ऐसी बातें करेंगे भाई साहब, और ब्लैक मनी का बात करो ना, कहाँ से आ रहा है बोल दीजिए, मैं भी थोड़ा ले आऊंगा, मैं 2 दिन की छुट्टी ले लूंगा इंसान, मैं जाके ले
और
आऊंगा.
भाई ब्लैक मनी यार पब्लिक फिगर हूँ आके आके कम ऑन लेट्स
देखिए, मोदी साहब की नजर आप पे रहेगी. ब्लैक मनी अगर आप बात कर रहे हैं ना, मैं उनको बता दूंगा, आप बताइए कहाँ मिलते हैं, हम जाके ले आएंगे और फिर आपको भी ले चलेंगे साथ. और आप जो नंबर्स की बात करें ना बॉस, बॉम्बे लंदन एक टिकट भी नहीं आता सोशल मीडिया का उतने पैसे से. मैं आपको बताऊं, इतने बंदे आ रहे हैं, इनके फ्लाइट टिकट रहना कहना, अगर आपको बिल भेजेंगे आप परेशान हो जाएंगे. और सारे पैसे ब्लडी प्लास्टिक मनी से जाते हैं, व्हाइट मनी, सारे व्हाइट मनी अकाउंटेबल. अगर आपको चाहिए तो मार्च एंड में आपको बैलेंस शीट भी भेज दिया जाए. पब्लिक सीधी बात, पब्लिक डॉक्यूमेंट है. देखिए, ऐसी बातें आप क्यों कर रहे हैं? आप समझदार नागरिक है, क्रिकेट एंजॉय करें, सारी चीजें मिल रही है. ऐसी अगर आप बातें करें तो डिमोरलाइज होता है ना भाई. आप ही के लिए यहाँ पर खड़े हैं. हम तो अच्छा खासा मीडिया हाउसेस में काम कर रहे थे. यहाँ हमने अगर ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन खड़ा किया है, मीडिया की हालत को कोविड के बाद आपको पता नहीं है, सबके जॉब चले जा रहे हैं. ये एक फैमिली है रेव स्पोर्ट्स जो सब लोगों को नौकरियां दे रही है. यंगस्टर्स को आने मौका नहीं मिलता. गार्गी 25 साल में मुझे रणजी ट्रॉफी मिला, और आज ये लोग देखिए, यंग ब्लड ऐसा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो इंग्लैंड कवर करने मिल रहा है. लोगों को अपनी पूरी जिंदगी में एक इंग्लैंड का टूर मिलता है. गार्गी 6 महीने में इंग्लैंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया दोनों को रही. क्यों? अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस हम लोग दे रहे हैं, इसका परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा है, लोग हमें एनकरेज कर रहे हो, ऐसी चीजें होनी चाहिए. और आप ऐसी बातें कर रहे हो दोस्त, अच्छा नहीं लगता. देखिए,
यही है that कौन किसने बोला that Boria will cover या Amit will cover? Who has said this? Where is this unwritten rule that only the senior people will cover? In my case, I've been covering sports for 25 years. I don't need to tell anybody. I will come with 25 other contacts and won't come.
आप परिवार हैं, हम माफी मांगते हैं अगर हमने आपसे कुछ कह दिया हो ज्यादा, लेकिन आप गलत बात करेंगे तो फिर यही आपका जवाब. सॉरी टू से.
Okay, but it's 10.
सीधी बात है ना, वी नो द प्रोग्रेस.
सीधी बात, no बकवास.
सीधी बात नो बकवास. यस. अगर ये क्या ब्रांड था
पता नहीं होगा.
दे दीजिए. सीधी बात नो बकवास. एंड फंडी जो भी है यार, मार्केटिंग कर रहे हैं. देखो, मेरा 2 एंटीना चलता है, एक मार्केटिंग, एक जर्नलिज्म, और दोनों आगे ऐसी ऐसी रहती
But
है.
it's 10:30.
Yeah.
5 more minutes. We also have to go in and show him. Fast. Should I show around a little bit?
Slowly people are
Should I
gearing
show
up.
around a little bit?
Please.
I will turn the camera around because you guys have to watch this. Come on. We can't enjoy it all alone. There we go. Crowds are now starting to thicken.
And this is what Test cricket in England is all about. Huh? This is what Test cricket in England is all about.
Weather's
Just love it. Look at the weather. Still blue skies from around 1 p.m. It's expected to get dark. At this point in time, show this side. Look at how the color is happening. Look, Indian flags and caps and stuff being sold. This man has made
Lots of money.
real money. I mean, he's done brisk business for the last couple of days. You will see many stalls. There's one around there. Where
This is
Let us
the
go and show our
official
team.
one. Yes,
Let us go and show our team only. Guys, bag le kya bhai? Okay, so we are going to show our team to you now. Three super champions doing a show in Bangla. There you go. Here, Trisha Ghoshal, Devashish Sen, and Rohan Chaudhary. People are saying we have a lot of black money. That's why we have all come.
Of course we have,
Okay, so Trisha says we have a lot of black money.
but it's not theirs. No, but it's not theirs now, so they
ठीक
don't
कह रहा
need to
है.
worry.
So why are you worried? Don't worry. Okay, here's the stall. Look at this. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Jerseys, young people, If this guy watches Test match cricket, that's the future. That's exactly the future. This is why this game will be alive and kicking. And no, and there's Gargi, there's Amit, and that's how the crowd is, folks. Ultimately, young people need to embrace this game. आगे आ जाओ नहीं तो the voice will be, you know.
Yeah, we'll echo. Okay.
This is nice again. This is nice and cool again. But
let's
Amit
take,
went on a tirade today.
No, honestly, because see, we know the struggle, what the struggle we are doing.
Yeah.
And if
Every single day is tough.
yeah,
Every single day.
अगर किसी ने ये सवाल उठाया है, भाई 5 रुपए में अगर आपने सुपर चैट दिया होगा ना, 500 मेरी जेब से ले जाए, ऐसे सवाल मत पूछना दोबारा, क्योंकि हर्ट होता है दिन रात. कभी कभी वी आर नॉट हैविंग अ फूड, वी आर नॉट हैविंग अ cup of coffee.
Yesterday, breakfast and dinner. I skipped lunch.
Exactly. And still, why we are doing here? आप जाके सोशल मीडिया का कैलकुलेशन कर लो कितने पैसे आते हैं. लंदन बॉम्बे का टिकट 70,000 का आता है. 70,000 का भी सोशल मीडिया से आते भी नहीं है. ये तो एग्जैक्टली
1-2 महीने में कमाते हैं.
ट्रू.
Nice people सोशल मीडिया से तुम 1 करोड़ में कितना खर्चा करोगे? कोई एक आदमी सोशल मीडिया से उठा के दे दे.
नॉट एट ऑल. पर आप जाइए इस पेज पे, आप देखिए थम्स अप का स्पॉन्सर है. थम्स अप इंडियन कंपनी है, बाहर की कंपनी. क्यों पैसा लगा है? व्हाई दे आर पुटिंग द मनी? बैंक हमारे पास इतने क्यों पैसा लगा रहे हैं? बैंक का मतलब है ट्रस्ट. ट्रस्ट का मतलब किसी के तरफ आप एक उंगली उठाते हैं तो 4 आपकी तरफ. क्या आपने जीवन में कोई खराब काम नहीं किया? और हमारे खराब काम आप दिखा दीजिए. हमारा काम केवल आपको नॉलेज देना है, आपको एंटरटेन करना है क्रिकेट के माध्यम से, बिकॉज वी आर स्पोर्ट्स लवर्स. आई एम सॉरी अगर मैं कुछ ज्यादा.
Come folks, hello.
आ जाइए.
Come. Come, all of you. Come.
You guys are live.
Yes, I'm live. Come on. Come, you're live. I'm on live. Join us.
That's right.
Join us. All of you, come in. Come. So what is the expectation today? We are live. 550?
I feel like we should bat till 3 at least. There's some thunderstorm coming, so I feel like we can go any income like last year. If it goes to go, I mean, go ahead. Like, again,
Okay. 550?
Yeah, I try to declare on 550 and then go right I can take all the wickets.
Let's see your expectations yesterday.
Yes, I mean, Yashasvi and Gill are performing well. And then we might see Pant's century as well. So we are looking for
What are you from Leeds?
all of yes, one of the months.
Students?
No, we work here.
Yes. Great. So this is the Indian support that you get. These guys just beautiful. Picked up a flag. Got themselves ready. Now they'll go in and have a real good first session. Because as he said, the chances of thunderstorm. All the very best. Thanks. So there you go. Indian fans all over. Love this. You should keep it back.
You know how fast I get.
But don't put that. I don't want to see you run and we say keep them happy.
No, but I'm going to.
Oh, which one?
Monologue.
मेरा फोन किसके पास? तुम्हारे पास?
I have it. Yes, no, but I was saying.
Nothing before 600 this year. If it rains, it's a different thing. Then they will recalibrate. They will check weather. They will check weather and then they will take it. First session, they will not go flat. They will as a second new ball.
RevSportz Bangla audience जानते चाहे what is the prediction for day?
अरे भाई
I just asked a question.
इसीलिए हम एक ही रूम में रहते हैं.
मोल को इंडियन डाला
नहीं, that's what he is our Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant has given this game. But predictions.
prediction okay for both channels. I think India will not go slam bang in the first session. India প্রথম সেশনে উল্টো পাল্টা শট খেলবে না, কারণ তারা সেকেন্ড নিউ বলটা নেগোশিয়েট করে নেবে. যদি সিটি আর এবল টু নেগোশিয়েট the second new ball, 100 runs in the first session, you get to 450 plus. you get to 450 plus, you are in business. Because look, you have to bat England out. You don't bat a second time. You get to 600, there is one winner in this contest, and that's it.
Correct.
একবার যদি ইন্ডিয়া 2002 এর মতো 600 রান করে দিতে পারে, খেলা শেষ। সেখানে জাসপ্রীত বুমরাকে আপনি 4টে স্লিপ দিয়ে বল করতে দেবেন, সেখানে সেকেন্ড ইনিংসে রবীন্দ্র জাডেজা, তাহলে একটা বল দেখেছিল তোমার, আমি বলেছিলাম যে শোয়েব বাশির বলটা করলেন, শোয়েব বাশির ইনস্ট্যান্টলি বলটা ফার্স্ট ডে ইট পিচড অন অফ অ্যান্ড একটা
ওরাই শোয়েব বাশির ভাবলো আমার বলটা এরকম ভাবে কি করে ফেলবো।
first at actor. সেখানে রবীন্দ্র জাডেজা with the rough. Ravindra Jadeja with the rough because he'll come round, right? And he will pitch it there. So Ravindra Jadeja will come. Yes, বেশ কয়েকটা left-hander আছে, but still he will come into play. India might miss him the other. But coming to the যখন বৃষ্টি আসবে around একটা local time. That is the prediction. I think India will get about 100 runs. And if Rishabh Pant gets going, that 100 can become 100. But this is India's game. Look at these guys. I think that the Devashish guy, I love a quote like this. Somebody gave it to me. What a quote.
আমি পড়বো
না তবে যে ম্যাচটার কথা বলি, you spoke about 2002. Yesterday, I guess all of us saw the tweet. Sachin Tendulkar tweeted about century.
What is it like? Because a lot of people are talking.
Oh, you don't know? Sachin Tendulkar basically congratulated Shubman Gill and Yashasvi Jaiswal and said he thinks that there is one more century loading. Sachin Tendulkar tweet করেছে যে obviously একটা century কিন্তু
Oh,
Saurav Ganguly,
Rahul Dravid, Sachin Tendulkar, Saurav.
he has written that. And he has written that. কিন্তু ওনার একটা বন্ধু লিখেছেন সৌরভ গাঙ্গুলি নিজে যে 3টে না করুণ নায়ারের সেঞ্চুরিও
He was out of 84. Otherwise, it would have been 4 centuries in 2002. So this guy won 1 more. So basically, we're talking about 600 plus.
Yeah.
You get 1 more 100. And this guy might get 100. You're talking about 600 plus.
Absolutely. अभी तुम बांग्ला में प्रेडिक्शन बताओ बांग्ला में बोल बस
ভাই আপনি আপনার কথাটা বন্ধ কর, বাংলাটাকে বন্ধ কর, রাইট হয়ে গেছে, কাকে বলে দিতে তো আপনারা শুনলেন মানে এই বাংলা শুনে না আমি বাংলা ভুলে যেতে বসেছি।
না ও ঠিকই বলেছে আপনাদের সাথে দেখা করবো।
আমরা আশা করবো আজকেও একটা ভালো দিন যাক।
Okay, these guys have now completely taken this over. I said it on air. My prediction is India will get to about 550. That's what India will target. And if they're able to do that.
Yesterday as well, there was a bit of progress. So I think day 3, 4, they will touch.
Sure, Bashir got one ball to turn and turn appreciably. Just came
I
in.
think they missed one spin.
Okay, the other will be missed, but we've got to see. If you
I think
150, Jasprit Bumrah will come into business, and the ball will also keep up and down.
and I think
They'll try.
it was good for us to lose
100%.
because I'm a season ticket holder for Yorkshire. I thought we'll win the toss and whoever wins will field first, knowing the conditions. Or bowl first. Ball. No,
People thought that it's a bowl first wicket
because of the history of Headingley. It's always that. But because of the previous 3 weeks of good weather, it was flattened out.
Yeah.
It's,
Correct, because I've been here for about a week. I've been in the.
I follow you all the time. So
Very good. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Time to end the show, folks, because we've got to go in. Join us at luncheon.
Yes.
Or if there is a weather interruption before that, we'll come straight live. But we hope that the first session will be full and we will come back to you at luncheon.
and the series prediction 3-1 to India.
That's a bit. He's becoming an Indian fan.
Best outcome possible.
Yes, but he's now an Indian fan.
I am because I'm a big MS Dhoni fan.
Perfect. In Australia also we won third, but thereafter things went downhill. Let's not jump the gun. This is test match cricket. Take it session by session. India won day 1. We've got to see if we win the first session of it. Gargi Rao, Tisha Ghoshal, Rohan Chaudhary, Amit Shah, you, Junaid, and everybody who watched, everybody who asked how are we doing, what we are doing. Thank you very much for watching.
Can I take a quick photo with this?
Yes. Me too?
Yeah.
Okay. No, to click দিয়ে লাগাবো বাবু।
Well,
Click দেখো।
Swapnil, we need to close the show.
वो दिल में है बोले
We're still live.
बोलेगा
We're still live.
गलत थोड़ी था हाँ